This is John Walton, and you're listening to the Power Play Point podcast with the Blue Liner on points and Anna Knox. Here's Wilson, and on the right circle, he scores!
Rebound loose, wild scramble in front, score! Ovechkin with a buzzer beater! It'll count!
And the hat trick tonight, number 21,
Spectacular! Braden Holtby!
Hello, welcome everybody, all Caps fans everywhere, to the Power Play Point podcast, and welcome to 2026, first of the new year. I am your host, the Blue Liner on Point. Last I looked, I was the host of this podcast, the Power Play Point podcast, and I am talking to you live to tape from my humble abode, still in downtown Glen Burnie, Maryland, and we're ringing in the new year, which... Meet the new year, same as the old year, as you'll find out about our Caps. Well, I don't know, for better or for worse. Still our team, but But that we'll get to that in a minute. With me, as always, or some of the time, or when she hasn't partaken too much, even when I've partaken too much and I'm talking too much, I'll let her talk. It's the Mermaid, Anna Knox, live from Centerville, Virginia.
Happy 2026, Gil.
Happy 2026. Well, it is and it isn't, but
But I think it's our 10th year.
yes, that it
possible?
is. That's
it our
that
10th
that
year?
it is. We've reached our 10th year of servicing you out there listening who are craving Washington Capitals hockey discussions. And Podbean says there are some of you out there, so that's our
Thank
service provider.
Yeah,
so yes, thank
exactly.
you who at least listen through whatever device you listen to, and you who subscribe, be you download or stream or what have you. Thank you even more. But yes, this is our 10th year of being together. Did the podcast kind of off and on before that, but yes, this is the 10th year that we've been together in this iteration of it, and well, we're going to keep on. Yeah, where'd the time go? One Stanley Cup. Thank goodness.
Yeah, but that was because when I came, it was it's been good. It's been a good ride.
You believe that's coming up on 7.5 years now since the cup?
No, that's what's so fucking crazy. It's this whole whatever. But before we jump into this week, can I ask you how your last week of vacation was?
I had I'm obligated to make a couple appearances, make sure the school hasn't blown up, make sure our network hasn't blown up. And other than that, I had a lot of time to myself.
Okay.
And
is that good or bad?
Well, I mean, people like to give you stuff, and when I say stuff, I mean like food. When you have gatherings, when you go to gatherings, even if it's just like low key, like we tried to do, and I kind of had a bit of a haul also from work as well. So between that and the informal family gatherings, let's just say I had quite a bit of food items to get through, and are still getting through, and I kind of threw on some drink items that I may or may not be finished with yet, and may regret finishing or trying to finish. But I think I'll leave it at that.
You tell about a beverage. Let's talk adult beverages.
Okay, we can do that. So seemingly lately, I don't know what turned me on to this. I was walking around in one of my local haunts, Chesapeake Liquors, and they had sticking out a whole big ass case full of Corona Cerveza Citrus. I think that's what it's called. And I figured give that a try, and I fell in love with it.
Nice.
And yeah, my one of my mini fridges is stuffed to the rafters with that stuff now. So
Bottles.
yeah,
Good. Lime.
got that too.
Okay. Sound like you're set.
Yeah, for a good while. Corona Sunbrew, if you're curious.
All right.
Corona Sunbrew Citrus Cerveza is what it's called, if you are indeed curious.
I would imagine after a couple of those citrus cervezas would come out quite funny for people to say.
Yeah.
Pounding them and you're like, I'll have another one of those. And then they're trying to say it and they can't. And then it's funny. And then we all feel like we're in our 20s until the next morning.
Well, it's funny you should say that, because after drinking at least a couple, 3 of those and even more, other stuff comes out pretty funny too.
Oh.
Yeah. But we won't talk about that here because we're supposed to be a family show. But yeah. Sorry.
You set yourself up for that one.
I know I did. How was your holiday? He said, trying to deflect.
Yeah, right. It was good. It was good. So after I saw you and your lovely wife for lunch, and we had then of course Christmas. We did renovations on 2 of the rooms in our house with
Oh yeah, did that finally get done?
It did. It did. It looks amazing. Which was great because, you know, when people are always talking about spring cleaning and how great it feels, it was nice. We had two dump runs in my son's truck because we had just so much stuff that we didn't need. It was time to go. It was whatever. So crazy. But yeah, it was good. And New Year's, Ian and I were like, we just stayed in. It wasn't. We had a great dinner, and it just wasn't. It didn't need to go out. Like, I'm not a big crowd person, so yeah. But we found a lot of crap that I wasn't quite sure why I was holding on to it, and it kind of felt good to let go. So, and like random, my God, random stuff. I don't know if you have a storage unit or a garage or boxes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, trust me, we do. Yeah.
When you kind of forget what's in there.
My preferred Santa hat is where said storage unit is hiding now.
Oh.
Yeah. That's going to be dug out of next year, so I've been told. But yeah. Know all the tricks of getting rid of crap, and yeah.
Yeah. So it was good. It was good. I did partake in adult beverages as well, which, yeah, come on, nothing new there. Still
okay, well, you forced me to share. So what did you have?
Yeah. Well, you know, I am. I love a vodka tonic. That's kind of like my go-to. I do love an amazing, like, chilled glass of Pinot Grigio. But I will say, I went out with Stephanie and a couple of our friends and had 2 very strong mojitos, which were amazing. That was really, and I laughed because I was like, if I stay here during this $5 happy hour, who knows what would have. It was at night that it was like stupid windy, so maybe like the 30th. My God, the winds here were like insane, and I was like, okay,
terrible.
I needed to stop, so I could make it home because the said wind was like absolutely crazy. And then Stephanie and our 2 friends wound up going to other bars afterwards, and I was like, I'm okay. I came home and had vodka tonic, so and that was the night. I do believe we played the Rangers, and it was a hell of a night for my Tommy.
Oh, that it was.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of Tom,
yeah,
before we get into the recaps, Okay, I'm going to throw in a disclaimer. I'm sure you listening out there be like, when they getting to hockey? When they getting to hockey? We're getting to it. We're getting to it. But I'm going to warn you right now, everybody, you listening, if you're here for us to gossip about the various rosters of the various countries of the various teams playing the various ice sheets, by the way, that are too small because the various boneheads decided not to measure properly over there in Milano Cortepesa, the pizza, wherever the hell it is they're playing. No, we're not going to talk about all that. In fact, we're really not going to talk about a whole lot, if anything, having to do with the Olympics on this show. So if you came here for that, you might as well stop tape right now because, sorry, except for, of course, our Caps who made the rosters of the various teams, as I mentioned. But that's where it will end. So if you came here for that discussion, no, we don't do that here. So sorry.
Okay.
But got to give our props to the two main guys that made Team Canada, and those of course being just for brevity, I'm going to call them Tom and Tomer.
Please don't.
Why not?
Why would you?
You don't like that?
No.
That's actually what Tommy calls Logan.
Tomer?
Yeah, that's actually what he calls him sometimes. I've heard him.
Why?
I don't know. I just heard him in interviews.
Well,
like, oh yeah, Tomer came up with some. Tomer came up with some big saves for us, and you know how he talks up his teammates.
But that's for Tom Wilson to do, not for you.
Fine.
Logan and Tommy. They sound like a little preschool going on a play date.
Oh my God.
Cute.
Oh dear God.
But let's just say fuck yeah for both.
Thank you. There we go.
Jump into the Florida game.
So yes, congratulations to LT and Tom for making the Team Canada roster, representing them on the Olympics, which will take place here in about, I want to say 5-6 weeks time, in Cortina, Italy. So as Tom warned LT, not too much Italian food. Don't partake in that. Because it make you nice and fat, huh?
Stop. This 2026 is going to be a long one if we're doing this the whole time.
Well, then buckle up because it is going to be a long one. Get comfy.
Jesus.
Anyway. So yeah. So 13 minutes in, we're finally going to get to some hockey here. Okay, so as the Mermaid mentioned, the first game played when we last left you was before the last calendar page got ripped off. Speaking of ripped off, I think whoever made the decision to hire the refs for this game, good Lord, who just paying their salary, that's a ripoff right there. Caps lost this game 3-5 against the Panthers down in Sunrise. Quick rundown of the scoring summary. Tom Wilson opens the scoring, 353 in 18th of the year. Martin Fedovari, who I haven't seen the roster, but I would have to assume, pardon me, he is also an Olympian, making the Slovakia team hockey team roster in the Olympics. His 9th assist, and Dylan Strome, the secondary, for his 22nd. 353 again. Caps get the lead. Not even a minute later, let's see, 42 seconds later, Anton Lundell ties it, 13th of the year. Jeff Petrie, the helper. Yeah. And then Caps fall behind. Big surprise on the power play, giving up a power play and the penalty kill. Yeah. Caps would go on the penalty kill a lot. Now, this would be the only penalty kill. Well, the only goal that the penalty kill would give up. And let's see. Let's jump ahead to the stats. Florida Panthers had 6 chances on the power play.
That's to
But
see.
But you and as the mermaid just pointed out, 6 chances also for our Caps. So the referees in this game. Let's see. Cody Beach, remember that name, and Kendrick Nicholson. Oh boy. I would have rather have had Jack Nicholson. He could have at least acted like a better referee. Good Lord. Insinuated themselves 12 times at least in this game because they just felt like it, apparently. Oh my God. So bad with these calls. Oh, let's just run them just for the fuck of it. First penalty, Beauvillier. This is the one that led to the no, it wasn't. Or was it? Let's see. No, this wasn't it. First penalty. Oh, okay. First one they killed. Beauvillier, 2 minutes for holding. Okay, all right, fine. Maybe Bovey was lonely. I don't know. Second penalty, Ethan Frank, 2-minute minor for slashing.
Man,
I didn't buy this one.
that was the one that I was like, the fuck.
I didn't buy this one at all. Greer, 2 minutes for slashing. Seth Jones, 4 minutes, 4-minute double for high sticking. Let's see, tripping. We were all tripping after seeing these calls, these awful calls. Interference, OV interference. and then 2.5 minutes later, they call interference on Florida. Yeah, that call had so much makeup on it, they might as well been sponsored by Maybelline. If you get that joke, then more power to you. Holding again, slashing. Good Lord, they were just calling everything. I mean, literally everything. What a joke! What a joke these guys were. Just horrible. I mean, there comes a time where, just let them play. But they were calling every stupid little thing.
Exactly.
Oh my God, so dumb.
It was exhausting.
Anyway, no, not going to blame it all on the refs here. Sam Reinhart, remember that name, gets the power play goal, his 20th. Jones and Marchand, the helpers on that one, 12:45 rather, on the power play for them. Goody for them. We get our own power play about 7 minutes later, and Tom Wilson gets his second of the night. Power play goal. Strome and Chikrin, the helpers for that one. So that tied the game. And, of course, since it's Tom Wilson, you know Tom Wilson.
Very well.
You know what he likes to do. Besides score goals, he likes to score goals at just the right time. And this one happened to be, of course, during
Nuggies.
The magical minutes. 19 minutes and 17 seconds into the opening period, tying up the game. For once, okay, you complained last week, so I was good. I cut back. I didn't indulge. Probably the one good food decision I made the whole bloody week. But I didn't this time after the game. Surprisingly enough, no goals scored in the second period. So on to the third we go. Dylan Strome, his 8th with a nice wrister at 3:11. Tom Wilson, another point, his 18th assist. Protas, the other assist, giving the Caps the lead for all of about 3 minutes and 5 seconds exactly. Stop me if you've heard that before. Well, you haven't, not this podcast, but you're going to hear it again. Hint, hint. 6:16 exactly. Oh, look at that. 3 minutes and 5 seconds, just like I said. Brad Marchand, straight off of his Perry Ellis commercial where he's modeling that god-awful suit. 22nd of the year, Bennett and Jones, the helpers. So he taps that one in, ties the game. And then it's cat and mouse for 7 minutes almost until Aaron Ekblad gets an open shot slapper from, I want to say, the high slot, if I remember right. Reinhardt and Lundell, the helpers on that one. And speaking of Reinhardt, yes, I'm going to mention him again. Oh my goodness. Did they let him have chance after chance after chance in the slot area? Good God. Reinhardt easily could have had, well, he ended up with, spoiler alert, another goal in this game. But that was an empty netter. He could have easily had 4 goals in this game.
Pretty much. I mean, the hell.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know why they didn't learn their lesson the first 2 go-arounds, but put a body on him, please, because that's what he does. He sneaks into the slot, blasts away, and scores. That's what he does. And so the empty netter he got at 1925. Finnish Listerine and Ekblad, the helpers on that one, 1925, and that was the dagger. Face off, the one decent stat in this game, 53-4 from the dot. I thought it was a good game until the third period, until about the middle of the third period. And again, remember that, because yeah, that's where a lot of this week is going to go.
No. No, I feel the same way. I looked at it and I was like, oh, 1 for 6 on the power play, but 1 for 6 on penalty kill. And but the third period, 5 shots on goal.
So not only did they yes, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 versus 11 given up. So not only did they stop going forward, they forgot about their own end.
Yep.
Which is, basically what what you do when you don't see your proctologist in 7 years or whatever it is. I was trying to can't get anything.
I know you were trying.
Maybe that Mermaid. Maybe they'll stick you on defense because I can't get anything past you today.
Oh, we'll see.
Anyway,
maybe I need more. Maybe I need not even more. Maybe I need to try the citrus cerveza next time we're on. See if that helps.
Don't think you'll regret it.
Just the pass. Just the pass. Just the pass.
Our sponsorship partner this year, which is Empowering Education. And if you've been listening all this year, of course, you know, or should know by now, but we'll go over the history again. They began as a Kentucky-based nonprofit, bringing financial literacy and career development to the next generation. That is the goal. It was founded in 2021 by Audie Wood in a small Western office in Western Kentucky University, and was offered initially as an alternative to delinquent juveniles, as an alternative to jail time. And they found that 91% of the students that took this course did so well that they managed to avoid incarceration. So, as we've said, it is a great alternative for students to not be a drag on the system, but work with the system. These are students, again, that were turned towards trades opportunities or continuing education because they learned how to work with the system in asking for financial aid, budgeting, and including the mental health aspects of financial literacy and management. So if you're interested, contact myself or Audie Wood, and I'll go ahead and put my personal email out there if you want more information. It's glhallowed@yahoo.com, or visit empowering-education.org on the web to find out more about them. And you can also enroll your high school age student in our upcoming 8-week course that is operating out of Baltimore City and the rest of the DMV eventually. So if you're interested in that, take a gander at our website. Once again, that's empowering-education.org. And as we say, Empower your child, empower their future. But yeah, I liked the game for the most part, keeping up with the defending champs, even with a decimated roster. But that third period, which has been a bugaboo for a long time for the Caps.
Yeah.
Okay, you can hang with one of the better teams in the league, but you don't know how to finish. Big surprise. Okay, fine. On to the next game, we were hoping for a much better outcome, and our hopes and prayers were answered. Thank God this time.
Yeah, they were.
So last game, Beauvillier started out with the first penalty. This time he gets the first goal, 12-27, his 8th of the year. Ryan Leonard, an awesome pass to Bovey for the goal. His 14th helper. Matt Roy, the secondary assist, starting the play, 12-27, as I said, taking the lead. Caps do that a lot. It's the holding on to the lead that doesn't always work out. I don't know if the Rangers run their own last-minute goal program, but if they do, they would have scored their own here. Vincent Trocheck ties it, 40 seconds left, so that's 19-20. 9th of the year, Panarin and Fox, the helpers on that one. So tie game going into the second period. And so this was the last home game of the year. So of course the New Year's Eve. So it was a matinee game, and well, I think for the most part we've dispelled the matinee bugaboo. For me it's the whole first 20 minutes of the matinee. If they can get past that, if they can get their legs under them after the first 20 minutes, then without, say, giving up, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 goals in the first 20 minutes, then usually they come out okay. Some they win, some they don't, but they usually come out okay. But we were hoping for a decent start. This was a decent start. So 1-1 after the first 20. Yeah, all right. Okay, you're in it. Not bad. Not bad. And so this okay, so on to the second. And who comes to the rescue again with another 20. His vision has to be 2020 or maybe even 2010. Who knows? But another 20 goal season for our once and future captain Tom Wilson with McMichael and Rasmus Sandin, who has had an awesome last few weeks, I gotta say. Helping out. Yes, on this one. And this was the Rasmus Sandin we were hoping we were getting in that trade. Nice to see him pick it up. We just hope he can, hang on to it. But I think if he keeps it up, then he's a good candidate to stay.
I think he will.
Because he can stick it
he
out.
Meshes
So
well.
he does. He does. When his game's really on, he makes all the little plays happen and going the other way. He can usually keep it going, which is kind of his thing. So yeah, I just hope he can keep it up. Is my thing. So 7:33 on that one. Caps take the lead, and spoiler alert: they would never look back. Caps get a power play. Justin Sordiff. Yes, you heard that right. Justin Sordiff scored on the power play, his 4th of the year. Alex Ovechkin, the assist at 11:12 of the second period.
I am loving Sordiff. Oh my God. Love, especially in this game. Did he ever just solidify the reason why he is a Capital?
He laid it. It was if somebody, I don't know who, maybe somebody with a certain blog, who said he had nothing. He added nothing to the Caps roster. It was if Sordiff was trying to prove something to said blogger, or at least trying to prove something to somebody. because, yeah, he did it all. He did it all this game. He was all over the ice. And so they have the Monumental crew. They have they give out the Hard Hat Award for the hardest working player. I think Justin's won that like 5-6 times this year already, and he
Well
definitely won it.
deserved.
He
Yeah.
won it this year, this game
100%.
rather, because he played his butt off. He scored, he fought, he did everything right this game, and yeah, I could not have been happier to see it all. This was awesome to see. So that would give the Caps the lead, an even bigger lead. 4 minutes later, 4 minutes, 5 seconds later, Caps would go on the penalty kill, and they would disappoint one more time. Adam Fox with the goal at 15-17, soft Banajad and Panarin, the molester, helping out on that one. On to the third period we go, and it's Alexei Protas at 13:34 who extends the lead. His 15th of the year. Sandin again, another helper, and Dowd starting the play, and Sandin finds Protas on the left side of the net for Protas to tap it in at 13:34, 4-2 Caps. And then Tom Wilson again at 16:37 makes it a 5-2 game. Connor McMichael, the helper, on that one. And then Caps kind of let their guard down a bit, and Schneider sneaks one in. Perot, the helper, at 18:16, and then and then they New York decides it's a good idea to empty their net. So who gets the goal? Justin Sordiff, second of the game, empty netter. Protas and Wilson, his 4th point of the night. Yeah, kind of like he had something to prove too, even though he
Just a little bit.
yeah. So
take it.
Yeah, you definitely take it. Yeah, a pretty good game, on a little on the sloppy side defensively, but yeah, we'll definitely take it. 1 for 3 on the power play. Let's see, shots per period. Kind of a not a bad start. They got the 1 goal. Yeah, they got the 1 goal to open. 7 shots on net. Not a horrible start. So like I said when I was vamping earlier, that's what you want. You want the Caps to at least not defecate on the bed in the first 20 minutes. As long as they did not do that, which they did not do. So 11-9 the rest of the way. So 27 shots. All right. Yeah, they do it. 6 goals. Yeah, Rangers have no semblance of defense. So yeah, I kind of expected that. So yeah, this is easily the game of the week for the Caps. Great game. Enjoyed watching this. Of course, before, yeah, great way to end the year rather, before the big ball drops, and thankfully they didn't drop the ball playing this one. So
very true.
Okay, and then on to 24 hours later, first of the new year, up to Canadian Tire Center to play the Senators, Les Senators. I don't know. I did not know what to expect from this game. I was really I was really excited with the way the game began. This was a very good first 20 minutes. Then it was a very bad next 20 minutes. And then it was an all kinds of messed up last 20 minutes. And yeah,
Yeah, I didn't like this game.
I didn't like. I did not like the way this game ended at all.
They looked tired in the third.
They did not look too bad until, I want to say, the last 10 or so minutes. of the
I would
third.
have said more than that.
And then it was kind of obvious by then that they were running out of gas.
Yeah. And anytime you have a into Chuck in the lineup, God, I hate him. I hate his brothers.
But them two going at it right off the get-go, you had to love that.
It was a given. It was a given. I wonder what happened in the Olympics.
You knew Brady was going to get in his face and start barking at him, and Tom was going to be like, "Yeah, you keep yapping. You see where that gets you."
Exactly.
And that whole cat and mouse thing, you'll love to see it. You'll love to see it.
Chucks.
That was, but I think it gets your team going. So one of your leaders is like, "Yeah, buddy, try it. Come on. You're gonna eat my fist if you keep going like that. Come on."
Seriously. Well, between that and I don't know. I will never come to a Rangers defense, but I was waiting for something between a Rempe and a Caps player, because I know he's thinking he can always go after Tom, but I'm like, I don't know, just see who else is out there, McGrath or something that's just gonna play that cocky on the ice. But with Brady to Chuck, oh my God, he drives me fucking crazy, and he needs to just be laid out.
Oh, he was asking for it. He was asking for it.
Seriously was. He's just a little shit. And I think it was Joe B that said something about like every time God, what did he say? That he sees, like, every time he sees Brady to Chuck, he feels like he's possessed or something. It was just a really great thing, because I was like, yeah, he's out there, and when they're gnawing on their mouth guard, and you're just like, ease up, and he's just intense. So yeah, whatever. But yeah, okay, I will say I enjoyed. This was my least favorite game. It was.
Well, as I mentioned, it started well for the most part. 8-13 in. Tom Wilson. Okay, so he's in his home country, proving stuff. Starts the game with a goal. 8-13 in, as I said. Sort of again. That's developing into a pretty nice combination there. His 7th assist, 22nd goal for Tom Wilson. And then, well, something happened in between that. We'll get to that in a second. And I just wish, I don't know if he was aware, but I kind of wish that Dylan Strome, because I was looking for something to eat the next day, and I kind of wish Dylan Strome had literally waited a second, and if he had, or 2 seconds, that would have been the McNugget minute goal. But no, it was 18:59 into the first period. A great pass from Leonard. They were on the power play, by the way. Big surprise. I don't mean that sarcastically. I mean that pleasantly. Big surprise. Brian Leonard finds him. Great pass to Strome, his 9th on the power play. Chychrun starts the play, 18:59. So Caps go into the second period with a 2-0 lead. Now, there's something, pardon me, there's something that happened in between these two goals was Alexei Protas took a really bad ride into the backboards behind the Ottawa net this first period, courtesy of Artem Zub, who made no effort to stop, no effort to slow down, and in fact, not only got him with his stick and rode him all the way into the boards, should have been at the very least a 4-minute major. He only got 2 minutes for it. And 2 additional minutes for fighting back against Dylan Strome, who was like, "Hey, eat my blade because you did my buddy wrong, you jackass." Strome would be penalized for that as well, so that would be a wash. But Department of Player Safety, what a joke! It doesn't, as far as I'm concerned, it doesn't exist. Might as well be. I'm not going to get into that. Anyway, on to the second period. Of all people, 7:42, Nick Jensen scores a goal. His second of the year. 2-1 Caps. Sanderson and Pinto, the helpers on that one. Nick Jensen.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like I miss him, to be honest.
I'm just amazed he scored, because that has never been his thing.
No.
I mean, not a bad player. I'm just amazed that he scored. Anyway, so that made it 2-1 Caps. And then Caps would hang on, and Ridley Gregg, with 29 seconds left, gets his fifth of the year. Shane Pinto and Michael It's-a-me, Amadio helps out on the tire. So Caps go into a third period, not with a lead, but tied. And by the tone of my voice, you can hear or figure out what the heck is going to happen based on that. And lo and behold, 2 minutes, 47 seconds in, David Perron, which I'm surprised he's still in the league, his 8th of the year. Halliday and Nick Cousins, the helpers on that one. I wonder if no, they can't, because they spell their names differently. But Nick Cousins and Dylan Cousins aren't real cousins in real life.
No, they're not.
No, they're not, because they spell their names differently. But they're same name, different spelling, but they're not cousins in real life. They could be, like, real distant, but maybe not. I've always wondered that. That might be something. That might be something we have to toss to Diane Doyle. She's good at that. So. Okay, so sphincter tightening, you know how this goes. Puckering of certain body parts, hoping, wishing, and we got our comeback wish with Alexei Protas, who miraculously came back from that horrific ride into the boards into the first period. Because he no looky too good, and he also took a shot off the knee later on.
Right.
So
he's a big guy.
He is, and he's pretty tough, but he got pretty dinged up this game.
Yeah.
But he had to be not feely too goody after this one. Anyway, he gets his 16th, 15:53. Sordiff and Wilson, go figure. Seemed like those were the only two guys that came to play this game. So tie game all the way up to 17:38. Fabian Zetterlund, his 10th. Thomas Shabbat, Tim Stutzle. Surprised he didn't dive after the puck. 17:38. And that was the last goal of the game. Caps made a 6-on-5 stand. Couldn't do anything with it. Game over. Another regulation loss. So had the 2-goal lead, couldn't hang on to it. Again, really frustrating. Getting a little tired of seeing it. And stop me if you've heard it before, but it's not the scoring. It's not necessarily the scoring. It's the holding on to the lead once you get it.
Mm-hmm.
That's been the bugaboo. That's been the frickin' problem. And I'm sorry, if your defense gives up 32 shots, I don't care who the hell you're playing. Sooner or later, they're going to go in. And 4 went in this game out of 32. So even if you have an Olympic goalie, that ain't going to necessarily save you.
He looked frustrated.
Oh, I'm sure he was. He kept it to himself mostly, but I'm sure he was. But that's Logan. He'll ultimate team guy. But yeah,
Right.
I'm sure he wasn't too happy because a whole lot of and it was stuff. Well, let me call up let me hope the app doesn't screw me over here. Oh yes, we have to do our body check. Body check cup. Huh. Interesting. Never seen this one before. Huh. Oh, okay. Here we go. So I'm surprised it wasn't a cup check cup. That might have been for maybe thing about testicular cancer. I don't know. Anyway, here's the play. So yeah, it's a bit of a rush play. Good God, they just let them walk right in. They just let them walk right in. So 72, I think that's Shabbat, comes in, waltzes into the zone. No, 18. 18 has it. Gets it over to 72. He dances around McMichael. McMichael, he's like, he doesn't know. Oh, I remember this play now. McMichael, not sure who to play. And then the trailer, Zetterlund, is who comes through, and he's the one that gets ignored. And yeah, the back checking was damn near non-existent here. Like, what the hell were these guys doing? Yeah, just bad.
It was awful. It was awful, and I'm hoping that they put all of that aside for tomorrow, or excuse me, for tonight's game. My gosh, I'm all thrown off.
So this is I trust me. I got the holiday hangover right with you as we mentioned, which is why we mentioned that. So that we mention all that to explain to you what we deal with when we're not doing this podcast. Okay. Okay. And Anna will tell you I'm not exactly always the nicest or friendliest boss to work with. Okay.
Seriously, I'm due for a raise.
Yeah. Well, maybe. So 1-2-1 week for our Caps, or 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, not 1-2-1. It's only 3 games. So we discussed the Chicago game as the win. I forgot that I was going to be gone all day tomorrow. Tomorrow being Sunday the 4th, so it is Saturday the 3rd at approximately 10 till 4 p.m. as we are speaking to you live now. Well, I mean, it's a new year. Let me just get this out there. So we really haven't had much in terms of new folks who want to be guests on one or two, but we would really look. We mean it when we say, "Look, come on with us and talk Caps hockey. We know you're out there." And I'm looking for me personally. Pardon me. I'm looking for somebody who's never been on the show.
Okay.
And we've got folks that they want to come on again. I'm like, well, let's give somebody a shot that hasn't been on before.
Okay.
So if you're listening, and I mean, especially if you've been listening for a while, and if you haven't, give us a chance. Go back to some older shows. You know how we roll. Okay, we're not here. We don't attack anybody. All right, even if it's an idea that me or Anna does not necessarily agree with. Okay, you're not going to be ambushed. You're not going to be, you're not going to be jumped on. We'll and that's kind of our wheelhouse. That's kind of our rep, at least on Facebook. Now, me on Twitter. Okay, yeah, I get a little nasty on Twitter at times, but that's largely towards other teams' fans who, wow, they're especially the Rangers and Penguins and Hurricanes. Oh boy, do they got a lot of stupid fans on Twitter.
Yes.
I'll just leave
100%.
it at that. But that's where my hostility extends for the most part. So you can expect to be treated very kindly and very properly here. We love to talk to Caps fans. So okay, I don't like New Year's New Year's resolutions, but I'm kind of making it a goal, at least for the rest of the season and into the rest of the year, for some new blood, new voices to get on with us and talk some Caps hockey, because whether you jumped on board during Rock the Red or Ovi, or you've been a long time fan, or you're getting on board new, it doesn't really matter. You got a voice and we want to hear it. Okay? And we will talk you up, and you will have all the time you want to get your voice out there and be heard. As we like to say, we make the Caps fan the star. And that's what you are when you come on with us, because you'll promise you will have your voice heard. You, whatever you think of the Caps, whatever whether you've played the game, or whether you're an observer, or you just have a favorite player, you got a point of view, and we definitely want to hear it. So if you're hearing us now, you haven't been on the show, we mean it. We want you. We want you.
That'll convince them. But true. We always love to hear from new people.
I mean, you know what that's from, right?
No.
No, not like when Ovi said, well, they didn't want you, but we want you. He said that to Bovey and Sortif, and you never seen him do that? No?
I thought you were making like a movie reference.
No.
Okay.
That's what I was
That's
doing.
why I was like, what? Okay. All right.
So if you are interested, look, I can't be more serious about this. We genuinely want you to come on with us. And like we usually, because Anna and I work school schedules, which is largely why we record on weekends. Now, if weekends don't work for you, then, well, I can't speak for Anna always, but I will make the effort to be flexible with you, and maybe we can do a one-on-one, and then tape it, and then air it, and tack it on. Maybe we can do something like that. But I'm not kidding, and I'm sure Anna's behind me 100%. Now, come on with us, talk to us.
Join the dark side. Do it. What could possibly go wrong? Just kidding.
Yeah. All right.
I think you sold it.
I hope so. I really do.
I think you're good.
Okay, so now we've come to the part of the show where we go over the next set of games. As Anna mentioned a couple times tonight, as we're recording this, it is the pre-evening or evening of January the 3rd. It so happens that the next game is tonight at 7 o'clock at Puck. Oh boy. Boy, this holiday hangover. Oh boy. How do you like that? How you like it? 7 o'clock puck drop at Cap One, at Capital One tonight. The first of a 3-game home set that lasts until the middle of the week. And then rounding out the week, we have a Monday night, also at Cap One, of course, 7 o'clock puck drop against the Anaheim Ducks. And then Wednesday night, the 7th, another 7 o'clock tilt against the Dallas Stars. And then finishing out the week, lo and behold, it's the Hawks again, this time at United Center. 8 o'clock puck drop. Then that will round out the week. And yes, if you're curious, okay, the reason I forgot to mention is the reason we're recording this today and not our normal Sunday time is because, yes, yours truly, the seamstress for the band, Mrs. Blueliner, and C4, and the mighty Sakroom himself, and others, including Jared Canty and maybe one or two others. We will all be at the annual Teddy Bear Toss game in Hershey, Pennsylvania, to enjoy getting rained down upon with fuzzy, stuffy things. and I will try to get a better video or picture of it. Actually, C4 will probably get the best picture of that, and we will talk about that the next day on Sports on the Hill, I'm sure.
Very cool.
But that is the reason for the slight altering of the schedule for this week. So we will record next, actually, either probably early Sunday afternoon. The 11th is what I'm shooting for, because they have another evening game then. So we'll be recording, covering the 4 games. So that'll be what we're shooting for. Of course, subject to change, but we'll see, and go from there. I'll say this really quick. Still not time to hit the panic button. Now it's anybody's game in the East. I mean, the Sabres, the Buffalo Sabres were left for dead. They went on a 10-game winning streak. Now they're challenging for a playoff spot. Who'd have thought? But I don't think there's any reason to fear. I think barring a complete collapse, which I don't see them doing, Caps will be in it until the end. And a good chunk of this team will get a well-deserved break in about 5-6 weeks anyway. So
great.
There will be that.
That's it.
Okay. All right. So, Anna, did you have anything to add for this week?
No, I'm good.
Not at all. Okay.
Nothing.
All right. Well, that being said, we're going to close our first of 2026. And as my cat, BJ, is on my shoulder reminding me that he is due for some sustenance. And he's looking at me like, dude, quit talking and fill my dish, like now.
Exactly.
So for the mermaid, Anna Knox, this is the Blue Liner on Point, reminding you that I told my suitcases there will be no vacation this year. As a result, I'm now dealing with emotional baggage. Oh, there is a chink in the armor this year.
Not really, but you can take it as however you want to. Sure.
I will put a nice little 1 under my name for 2026 already.
Well,
Might be
click.
something that we get for a while.
Okay. 10 years.
Yeah. Anyway. Hallelujah, and let's go Caps.
Go Caps.
This has been another episode of the Power Play Point Podcast. All episodes are available from Apple Podcasts, the Podbean app, blueliner77.podbean.com, and now available from Stitcher. Music by Joe McAllister, voiceover by Jeffrey Conkle.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, Power Play Point Podcast. Thanks for listening.